Welcome back to Class 32. I'm the newsman, Bill Yard. We're going to be just about to start our fourth match of the evening. It's going to be the Northern Star Kirk Aubé in action here tonight, the former NBWA heavyweight champion, master of the Vapor Trails, a man who had 4 months as our champion before being upset by the reigning champion, the 70s sensation Larry Horowitz. Definitely a dangerous athlete, hailing from Acadia, if you couldn't tell by the flag and the music. And I'm very curious to see who he's going to be taking on tonight. So he is getting his rematch. Massey Harris, Kirk Aubé, rematch from last month, a match that ended in a disqualification as Massey Harris and Kirk Aubé fought over the Acadian flag and incidentally knocked over referee Sharkey. The man is going to be officiating this rematch as well, so he's also getting in there again, which is always, great to see. These three men going to try to have a proper athletic competition and settle the beef. Massey Harris, former champion in his own right, previously holding the NBWA tag team titles along with the 70s sensation Larry Horowitz, our reigning NBWA heavyweight champion. Stylistically, this was a very interesting matchup from last month. Both men not totally similar builds, but very evenly matched. Very, very, very well matched. Strong words by the former champion Kirk Aubé, directed over to that spicy side of the ring. Well, Massey Harris going to choose to exit at this time. A couple of words of encouragement for the crowd who just had to endure month after month of Kirk Aubé calling them parasites and claiming that he was going to reclaim Fredericton for Acadia. Looks like now Massey Harris taking that flag for a walk. Kirk Aubé did win the flag versus flag match. Where he had represented the Acadian flag and Rick Owens represented the New Brunswick flag. It's a surprisingly musical Massey Harris we got here tonight. Kirk being a little protective of his property. Now, I'm sure referee Sharkey is not checking him because he's Acadian. Kirk just playing games right now, trying to stall, buy a little bit of time. Maybe he wants Massey Harris to chill out a little bit. He was pretty hot coming into this match. He had that chant going. He went right after that Acadian flag. Wants to slow down the pace already. Massey Harris had a tremendous tag team run with the now champion Larry Horowitz. Has since gone on to have several amazing singles matches, and he seems to be growing as a competitor and growing with this crowd a little bit more every month. And you love to see it. Quick lock up, and it's going to be a quick arm drag by the former heavyweight champion Kirk Aubé. Taking a moment to celebrate, Massey rolls right out of the ring, creates a little bit of separation. These men, they had a fantastic athletic encounter last month, so they learned an awful lot about each other. Both men probably went back to the drawing board. They did a little bit of scouting. They tried to get a new technique in their repertoire. They both need to have a strategy to come back in here. Massey seems to be thinking, shoot. Unsettling former champion Kirk Aubé. The Northern Star is going to create a little bit of a rope break. Sharky creates a separation. Kirk obliges, comes back into the ring. All right, we have the lock up. This will be a quick knee in the gut, and then now Kirk Aubé takes over with a hip toss, but he stops to celebrate. Again, I wouldn't be turning my back on Massey Harris, although he's not the kind of guy who's going to attack you from behind like that. Looks like this match, once again, going to be reset. Quick shot to the lower abdomen by Kirk Aubé. Now gets a big old scoop slam on Massey Harris. Massey is not having any luck. Oh, he's having some luck right now because he got up just fast enough for the third Kirk Aubé celebration. And now he's going to be able to trigger some offense. Gets a hip toss of his own on Kirk Aubé. Follows it up with an arm drag. One more, even things out between the two, and it's going to be a big old scoop slam by Massey Harris this time, and Kirk Aubé now escaping to the outside of the ring. Massey Harris having no trouble getting that parasite chant to the tune of "We Will Rock You." But now Massey Harris taking a little too long, maybe trying to talk to that spicy side of the ring, and then Kirk Aubé got him tangled up in the ropes, pulls him down, starts laying in the boots to the abdomen of all wrestling, all rodeo Massey Harris, who's just stuck hanging out in the little willow tree of woe. Now referee Sharky, perfect position to start the count during the choke. Doing a quick check on Massey Harris, but now Kirk Aubé going after the cowboy boots, targeting the heart and soul of Massey Harris. Now this is the methodical pace that allowed Kirk Aubé to become the NBWA heavyweight champion. The slowly picking apart, then he'll be looking to hit the vapor trail, sort of modified TKO, and then now slingshotting Massey Harris up, neck and beard first into that bottom rope. Massey looks like he doesn't quite fall outside the ring, and once again locked onto that bottom rope, and Kirk's gonna try to just drive him out, just claiming the ring for his own. There it is. You can hear the boos just raining in, the chorus of boos directed at the Northern Star. All right, Massey Harris answers the counter. Referee Sharky at 4, and Kirk Aubé quickly resumes his attack. A couple of heavy knees land on the sternum of Massey Harris. The big slams and the picks are what we're working early on in this match for Kirk Aubé, and now he's perhaps realized that. He's going back there with a snap suplex on Massey Harris and a basement dropkick while Massey Harris is tangled up in the bottom rope. Kirk using a lot of ring control in his attacks tonight. This time slides in for a pin. Just a 2 count. I think he's going to have to work a little harder than that if he wants to put away a competitor like Massey Harris, and one who was just absolutely furious with the outcome of their match last month. That disqualification, Massey Harris commented that he's never been disqualified from anything in his life, and then tangling over that flag with Kirk Aubé, and then incidentally knocking over referee Sharky, forcing the double disqualification, is just something that he could not abide. quick shots into the guts of Kirk Aubé, who just grabs a handful of hair and just sweeps Massey over. Very high, awkward landing. Unfortunate, and Kirk Aubé just wiping his hands on the top rope. Slow and calculated is the former champion. And just a kick right in the posterior of Massey Harris while he's down. Kind of very unsportsmanlike. You're not going to put an opponent away with an attack like that. But Massey Harris grabs an, small package. Tangles up Kirk Aubé, just caught him off balance while Kirk was looking to stand up Massey for his next attack. But right now we got a little separation. Is Kirk going to be the first to make a move? It's going to be Massey Harris. Runs in and eats that big boot. Tries to get as much distance as he can. Rolls away from the former champ. He's going to come in, follows it up with a big kick in the gut. And we'll be thinking snapmare. Massey Harris looks like he's blocking it. Nope. Kirk Aubé fires a couple of knees. They're landing right on the temple of Massey Harris. Massey's starting to look a little bit loopy in there, and he gets that crank in the neck. Is the Northern Star Kirk Aubé. Now Massey Harris, he's starting to move a little bit slower as this match is continuing. So that offense of Kirk Aubé is working. Little boot to the head. Unusual amount of striking from what we've seen previously from Kirk Aubé. Kirk Aubé is going to be looking to put Massey Harris up on his shoulders, land that vapor trails. Trying to tell the crowd not to warn Massey Harris that it's coming, in case Massey's listening, but he grabs and pulls him in right up onto the shoulders. And then, oh my God, they hit referee Sharkey again. This is just like last month where they tussle over the flag. The guy's 4 feet tall. How do you swing around and hit him like that? That should have gone right over his head. And now Massey Harris is going to capitalize. Hits a greasy looking X Factor. Drags Kirk Aubé down to earth, but we got no referee out here right now. Massey makes his own count. Wouldn't surprise me to see referee Alex coming out. The guy's a hero, but he's taken enough heat in the first couple matches of CCW Class 32. Massey Harris, I don't have a great visual from Class 32. We are a packed house. It looks like Massey Harris went to check and then didn't see Kirk Aubé pick up the flag, lands it, strikes it right in the guts of Massey Harris, and then now Kirk Aubé swings in, Massey hits the vapor trails, and just as referee Shark is getting back up, is Sharky, how mad is he going to be about this? Is he going to count or is it going to be a DQ? Looks like he's gone in for the count, and it's going to be a 3 count for the Northern Star, Kirk Aubé. He's going to steal one from Massey Harris. Not a fair athletic competition, not in the least. Another unfortunate knockdown. Referee Sharkey got back in it. Great points on Sharkey for not doing the double disqualification, but he should turn around and throw this thing back out. So we got an attack right now. Kirk Aubé just laying in the flag. Sharkey calling for the bell, calling for assistance. But it's going to be Kirk Aubé continuing the assault. He's definitely heard the bell. Oh, he wants to unravel the flag. I hope he just stays up there and waves it. You've done enough damage tonight, Kirk Aubé. No, he's going to fly off. Of course he is. He's got to make a statement here. We had one match end in a double disqualification from an incidental knockdown. This, I will give it to Kirk Aubé. It didn't look like the strike on referee Sharkey was on purpose. He had Massey Harris on his shoulders. He was swinging around looking for vapor trails. It looked incidental to me, the commentator, but that attack after the bell, that's completely uncalled for, and it's not going to end the beef between these two. Jeez, Kirk Aubé just takes the cowboy boots right off of Massey Harris. Right out of the boots.